Welcome everyone back to the channel. I hope you have a beautiful Sunday. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna have a beautiful one, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to work on. Right now I'm in the Acura, and I'm having an issue with it. So as you guys know, I got it like I don't know, like 2 weeks ago, and I wasn't even driving the first week because I know it had some clunking sound, so I was already replacing the lower control arm, the ball joints, and the sway bar links, because all of them were shot. I mean, I wasn't removing the tie rod, but it looked like it's still healthy, so I didn't touch it. But I still have to take it for a test drive to make sure that, you know, everything is replaced and no more clunking, no more clicking sound, nothing. But the other issue that I'm having is when I turn on the car, you have this whining noise, and every single time you're turning on the wheel, it's worse and worse. So and not just that, when I'm going pretty slow, the power steering is not working, so it's really hard to turn the wheel. If I'm putting a little gas, that helps a little, but not a lot. It's still pretty hard to turn the wheel. So I'm going to fire up the car now. I'm going to show you what the sound is, what the sound what it sounds like basically, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix it, and hopefully it's gonna fix it. I was reading and watching another YouTube videos about this issue, and looks like that should be the problem. Pretty much, if you're facing with this problem, it's because you have like dirty power steering fluid in the system, and or the dirty power steering fluid managed to chew up the O-ring gasket, and I'm going to show you the location and how to replace it. All right, let's fire this thing up. Yeah, the steering wheel looks pretty bad too, but okay. Okay, so it fires up, no sound at all. You turn the wheel, and you start hearing already. And it becomes pretty hard to steer left and right. I mean, we're not moving, but still it's hard. So we are going to work on this side. This is the power steering pump, and this is the power steering reservoir. I'm gonna shut up the car now. Okay, so we are going to work with the power steering pump and the power steering reservoir. First, I'm going to undo this one bolt over here so I can remove the reservoir. I'm going to check if I have any leak or anything. I'm trying to clean it up a little bit, and then I'm going to remove this bolt and this bolt right over here, so I can remove all these two hoses and replace the O-ring inside. If I'm correct, these are the two O-rings that you're gonna need. I'm gonna put the part number in the description. Basically, this is the black one that should come over here to the upper hose, and the small one, the red one, should come over here. All right, let's undo this bolt. It looks like it's a 12. That pretty much looks everything is a 12 millimeter. All right, guys, so first things first, you're gonna need one of these fluid siphon pump, or a turkey baster, whatever, or even a syringe, like a long syringe like this that you can fit in there. Suck out the old power steering fluid and dump it into a plastic bottle. Yeah, I'm just gonna use a plastic bottle to dump all the fluid. And what I have to do, just set it over here. Put the funnel somewhere else. And you have a direction on this pump, so you know which end needs to go in the reservoir and which end needs to go into the bottle. So pretty much that line goes in the reservoir. Oh, sorry, reverse. Okay, so that line goes in the reservoir. That's the bottom of the arrow, and the top of the arrow is going into the bottle, and you just press on it. And we have to empty the whole reservoir. It's already pushing the juice in the bottle, and as you can see, this fluid is pretty dark. So when you have dark power steering fluid or any kind of fluid in the car that it's dark, you have to replace it. And when you manage to take out most of the fluid or all the fluid, you just, and we can still leave this here. You can still leave that there. And now, let's remove the bolts. Yeah, it's a number 10. Better if you have like a lot of shop towels or rags or something, because this part is gonna be a little more messy. Okay, the next thing what we have to do is we're gonna unhook the clamp from this side, and that's it. We just have to unhook this clamp. All right, so off camera I took the liberty and I cleaned it up a little bit. As you can see, it's much shinier. It was all dirt, grime, and the power steering fluid, even leaking down to the floor. So I managed to mess up the floor a little bit, but that's all right. Okay, the next thing is, so make sure that you plug the hose with some paper. Also, this hose is connected to this plastic inlet, so that's the next thing that I'm going to remove. Oh, one more thing. So when I was removing the bottom hose, yeah, I think it was the bottom hose that it still had, you know, a shit ton of liquid in there. So what I was doing, I put back the siphon, and I push it down, you know, into the tube, and I sucked it out, you know, everything I could. So probably once I'm going to remove the bolt, this whole thing is gonna start leaking again. So you make sure that you have something like a rag or a tray on the bottom, but still you need a rag or a shop towel. Okay, so you just have to undo it, take it out, and you're gonna have the O-ring on this plastic inlet. I cannot hold the camera and undo and hold the shop towel, so I'm just saying that you have to remove the bolt first, and then I'm going to show you where's the O-ring. Alright, so here's the hose itself. I managed to already clean it up. This is, yeah, it's going in like that. And this is the O-ring, and as you can see, it's a green O-ring, so someone was already tried to Mickey Mouse it around. But as I heard from other people from the RSX forum, or the Honda forum, that they cannot find, you know, the specific O-ring for this, only if you're using the OEM one, and that's what we are going to use. Okay, let me grab it. Okay, so make sure that you clean the surface where you're gonna install the O-ring, and also make sure that you clean everything off from the power steering fluid, because it's highly corrosive and you definitely don't want to go in parts and prematurely fuck it up. Okay, so here we go. The original one is red, and I'm about to lose it because I'm just using one hand. Okay, make sure to clean it up around, you know, just a little bit, like a little brake cleaner. Make sure that the surface is always clean. No debris, no nothing in there. Okay, now that it's nice and clean, can reinstall this shit. Also make sure that it's going all the way in, and you cannot see any gap around here. That's how you know that you did a good job reinstalling it. Yeah, we're gonna use this long ass bolt. Make sure it's tight and snug. It doesn't have to go too crazy. And the next one is this. Same thing. There we go. Some more power steering shit. Okay, so now it's removed and cleaned, and as you can tell, this what you call it, this O-ring is not holding anything. So we're gonna replace that too. Okay, make sure that the surface is clean. I just cleaned it. Now let's put on the O-ring. There you go. And let's install it back in there. Boom. It clicked. Now we're gonna use the longer bolt on the front because you have two sets of bolts. The long is going on the front, and the smaller is going on the back. We're gonna reinstall everything. Okay, so now that we reinstalled all the hoses, even the bottle, the two hoses underneath, it's time to put some power steering fluid into the system, and make sure that you're using the Honda or the Acura one. Basically, it should be the same thing. It's just, you know, for people who doesn't know that Acura is producing, I mean, Honda's producing the Acuras too. They're gonna just buy the Acura bottles, but Honda bottles should be the same exact thing. Okay. Let's put that shit in there. Okay. Now you have to start up the car. Okay, from here we have to start up the car. We have to run the system. We have to start turning the wheels lock to the left until it locks to the right, and then I mean, you have to do that like 10-15 times. You turn off the engine, you come back over here, you start siphoning, and when you know the system is gonna start using just the clean fluid, that's when you know that you can stop, you know, siphoning, because you're already using the clean stuff. So we're gonna run these things until, you know, I see some clear power steering fluid into the system, and then I'm going to stop. I'm gonna top it off, you know, up to here where it says upper limit or upper level, and that's it. You don't have to do anything else than that. And I'm gonna come back when the system is clean. So we fire up the car again. Make sure you turn the wheel all the way to the left. And all the way to the right. The power steering fluid should bubble, you know, leaving leaving all the system. It's much better if the car is sitting on the jacks, but I don't have jacks with me. And hopefully the whining is gonna stop. As you can hear, there is no more whining, or very subtle. Especially when I'm turning the wheel left. When I'm turning it right, it goes pretty smooth. You hear it? It's very nice. Okay. Now we turn off the car. Let's come back over here. As you can see, those are bubbles up there. I don't know if it's gonna focus. You see, those are bubbles up there. Every bubble needs to come out of the system. And right now, you're kind of like on the limit. The problem with this bottle, because I can't see shit anymore, so I'm just guessing, you know, where it could be the level. But since I still have to suck out, you know, all the old fluid, I'm just keep going and doing that. Okay guys, so if you were following the video step by step, well, it's not a lot of steps. You just have to remove like 3 bolts. Maybe if you can, you know, at home clean the bottle, because that's gonna help you a lot. Unfortunately, I was at work, so I couldn't fully clean the bottle, because you have those tiny little debris inside the plastic bottle. Make sure that you clean that. Remove the old O-rings, remove the old O-rings, install the new O-rings, and start doing fluid flush. Well, these are the steps that you have to do. If you were following those, you know, like sit in the car, turn on the engine, start rolling the wheels to the left, all the way to the left, and then all the way to the right. Do this like 10-15 times. Turn off the engine, go back and start pumping the old fluid out into one of those plastic bottles, and then of course replenish the lost fluid. Put the new fluid in there. Do the same thing, turn on the car, start turning the wheel left, turning the wheel right, and you're gonna see that the noise is gonna start being less and less annoying, and after a while it's just gonna stop. Unfortunately, my problem is probably the steering rack, because I'm still having difficulties. I'm still having problems, you know, turning the wheel to the left, to the right. I kind of need to push the gas pedal to have more to take off the huge load, you know, of the steering. So I think it's the steering rack, and if I press on the gas pedal, it's still whining. So it's tough shit. So I might have to replace that in the near future. All right guys, I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget guys, if you like the video, please leave a thumbs up, and see you guys in the next video. Peace.